this opening ceremony, the President of the Briars Foundation, Mr. Paul Price.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Well done to the Briars second grade there. Big round of applause for the second grade there. Fantastic win there. Welcome to the Briars opening of the Stockdale Pavilion here at Rothwell Park. My name is Paul Price, as just mentioned, and I'm the President of the Briars Foundation. We'll be pretty brief here because thanks to subbies and the Sydney Harlequins, who have kindly agreed to give us a short little period here between second and first grade to perform some formalities. Well done. And hopefully they won't fall over. First of all, I'd just like to mention, welcome a couple of special guests. The Mayor of the City of Canada Bay Council, Helen McCaffrey. The Federal Member for Reid, Craig Laundy. The council is here through the City of Canada Bay Council as well. Thank you for attending. And the Briars Sports Club President, Mr. Brett Howe. Mr. Brett Howe over here. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this moment has been a long time coming, probably about 10 years or so. I've been working very hard to be here today and to have this amazing facility. I think you'll all agree it's pretty impressive. Through the tireless efforts of the Briars Foundation, the board members are here today. They're sprinkled around there, the guys who are complaining about wearing a suit and tie today. And in particular John Price, who hates getting recognised, but he's the reason we're probably here today. He's driven this in partnership with the Canada Bay Council, the state government, the federal government, and the generous support of many Briars who will be recognised with a plaque which we'll unveil this afternoon as well. We finally have a facility befitting this wonderful ground. We can't thank the council enough for agreeing to this project all those years ago and for their financial support, and in combination with a huge contribution from Craig, the federal government, we now have, as I said, this facility that we call home. The Briars, we've occupied this facility for some 71 years from day one, and as I said, we call it home for Briars Cricket and for Briars Rugby. The pavilion, as you know, is named after, and the sign's up the top there, the Ted Stockdale Pavilion, and a lot of us are aware of who Ted is, but there are some who aren't. And there's something behind me here that sort of gives him a bit of a snapshot, but I'll sort of quickly go through who Ted was. Ted was born in 1928. He died in 1995, aged 66, and he was the longest living Stockdale in his family. He played 34 years of cricket, scored 8,500 runs. He was a Briars director between 1963 and 1980. He was a treasurer of the Sydney Sub-Districts Rugby Union between 1954 and 57. He was the secretary of the subbies between 58 and 63. He was appointed a life member of the subbies in 1965 and a life member of the Briars in 1970. The second division, second grade rugby competition is named after Ted. The E.G. Stockdale Cup is named after Ted. Ted is affectionately known as Mr. Briars. He was the first person you saw when you walked into the old Briars Club after game day. You're always behind the bar. He'd buy you a drink. He'd be the first person to buy you a drink. He lived here at Rothwell as a player during summer and in winter with rugby. And he often sat on the hill over there with Bob Clark, who was one of the founding members, and watched cricket and rugby and went through all the stresses associated with that. Ted was in charge of afternoon teas with cricket long after he retired, and also helped run the kiosk for rugby. He knew everyone's name, and he never forgot anyone's name as well. His life revolved around the Briars, and he was married to the Briars. He was an absolute champion man, and there is no member, past or present, that is held in as high esteem as Ted Stockdale, and the likes of which we'll probably never see again. 22 years later, we still miss him. He's such a wonderful man, but I think it was unanimous that this pavilion had to be named after Ted, and we're really proud and happy that's been able to happen. And after all that hard work, we're finally here today. We're finally able to unveil the pavilion and utilise the facilities. They'll be fully operational over the next month. But I just wanted a couple of people to have a bit of a chat who've been responsible as well for this, and thank them. First of all, the Mayor of the City, Canada Bay Council, Helen McCaffrey.
Thank you. It's a great honour to be here today to open or to be involved in the opening of this facility. And Council has worked very hard in partnership with Briars and the federal government, and Craig, thank you very much, These things don't just happen, and when John Price comes in and taps on your door and says, I need a meeting with you about this, that and the other, you say, yes, John, and on we go. So we did say yes, John, a few times, and to Brett, who was along at council meeting last week, trying to drum up business for something else. I think it was the lights, Brett. So they're going along. So we know that we need to work with local sporting groups, and we do. It's just so nice to see kids out playing. I do have a special interest in this ground, in cricket actually. I watched my son score 174 on this ground. Unfortunately, he wasn't playing for Briars, but you can't have everything. I tried, and now the boys have just tried to tell me to talk him into coming back. But well done, and congratulations. It's a great achievement. Thank you.
Thank you to the Mayor. And now welcome the Federal Member for Reid, Mr Craig Laundy.
Thank you, Pricey. Good afternoon to Price Brothers and the board, Brett, President Brett and all your board, the foundation, players, congratulations to the twos, good luck to the ones. Ladies and gentlemen, I, like Helen, got approached by John Price back in 2012 about this project. I was not hard to sell on it. Like Helen's son, I grew up playing on this oval when I went to school at St Pat's. I played cricket and rugby on this oval. Unlike Helen's son, I never scored a try nor got out of single figures. So there'll be no contract for me back at Briars. But it's just a thrill. One of the joys of being a local federal member is you get to put back into the local community. This project is absolutely that. The Briars Club has been around for so long. It has been a mainstay in our local community. It draws people together based around sport, healthy lifestyle, a place for our kids to grow up, and these facilities are just so important. To everyone that's been involved in whatever way, I say a heartfelt congratulations. I hope that in the years to come, you all get massive enjoyment out of it. I hope that first grade win when they run out shortly, and then at 5:30 I hope the British and Irish Lions kick the crap out of the Kiwis. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Helen. Thank you, everyone, for attending. Have a wonderful afternoon. Enjoy the drinks, the food. Good luck to the Briars first grade. We hope to finish off the day with a bang. It's been a great day so far. Thank you, everyone.